Hello to all you Scorpios. Hello and welcome to this monthly horoscope for you Scorpios for July 2013 with me, Veerle. What is going on during the month of July? There is such an emphasis on the other water sign of Cancer and of longer transits there, Jupiter, but also Lilith. And I got many questions about Lilith, so I made a separate video of that, of Jupiter and Lilith in Cancer. So if you want to know more about that in general, check out the link that I have put below. But it's such a paradoxical energy going on, and I'm going to explain for you in particular in what area of life that is. So I'm going to focus on your ninth house because it's not only Jupiter and Lilith that are there, Jupiter for a whole year and Lilith approximately around February of next year. It's also Mars transiting your ninth house. There's also Mercury in there, going direct again, so being retrograde and going direct again as from the 20th, 21st of the month. So there will be a clearing up of that area of your life after that date. And there's also a new moon and on the 8th of July, a new moon in Cancer, a new beginning, a new start when it comes to ninth house stuff. Now, what is this all about? Especially this Jupiter-Lilith combination in your ninth house. Well, I'm really a fan of the ninth house. I have a lot of planets there myself, so that makes me very subjective when it comes to ninth house stuff. And I have my Lilith there as well, so probably I will be talking out of experience as well. What does it mean to have those planets through your ninth house? First of all, what is the ninth house? It is, in the most general explanation, it is our belief system. That is a very general explanation. It can also be foreign countries, it can be our higher education, it can mean contacts with abroad, it can mean contacts or connection with the divine, with God, with Allah, with Buddha, whoever you believe in, or whatever you believe in. So it's very important. Why? Because we start with the belief system and then everything derives from it, you know, because if you believe in something or you don't believe in something, your actions go from there, your relationships go from there, everything goes from there. So that's why it's so important, that ninth house, to be aware of it and to have this good connection with your own belief system. Now with Jupiter there, it's a very positive transit. Jupiter is actually in its own house, you could say. It's the ruler of Sagittarius. And it's a Sagittarius house. So it's the house of broadening the mind. Jupiter wants to expand, wants you to expand on that particular area, wants you to become a bit more like this, not saying that you're not, but even more. And that's why when we travel, we get a more bigger view upon things. We see more than what we see at home. And so that is all very positive. It's an expansive energy for a whole year. It's good for studying, it's good for traveling, it's good for expanding the mind, it's good for learning, growing, finding meaning in life. And that brings joy in someone's life, of course. So then and Cancer is a house, it's a water sign, so it spreads very easily, Cancer. So that's why Jupiter is exalted there. It's also, Cancer is also about supporting and about nurturing, about growing. That is why it likes it so much in there. So that is all good. Lilith is not really that happy in a water sign. It likes the fire signs the most, because Lilith is all about with the fist on the table and saying, I want my equality. I want to stand up for myself. I have self-interests and you know, I have to stand up for myself. So that's a very individual energy, it's an energy about the self, it's a battling energy. That's why I think most Scorpions can understand that and even like that battling, because you are ruled by Mars in traditional astrology and Pluto in modern, but it's very battling energy as well. Now, what does it mean, this Lilith in the 9th house transiting? It means that you will have to battle for your own belief system. It means that you are maybe doing the battle with yourself. Maybe your whole belief system needs a change. And where Lilith is placed, it means that it is not mainstream. And that, I think, is not really that bad for Scorpios, because they can handle that. They can handle resistance. They can handle even rejectments. Well, they say they don't, but I think they do, because they become even stronger if they are fighting it. And that is the Lilith energy. Lilith is often associated with Scorpio. It is about the standing up for something that even, you know, with the 9th house, with Lilith there transiting, it means that the things that you believe in, maybe other people will say, are you crazy? Or maybe other people won't support you. So you are alone there in that particular area. And it can mean that you will have to do that considering your work, considering your relationship, considering your health, whatever. It means that you are in your belief system not being very mainstream, but that is okay. You just have to work to stand up for your own belief. That is what you are going to encounter during this year and the first couple of months of January and February of next year. So it's a very interesting paradox. The paradox is that this Jupiter energy is so nurturing and so open and so expansive, but Lilith says, hey, it's about me. It's about boundaries. It's about I say no. It's really about saying no and really sticking to your own belief system. Paradoxes are there not to be solved, so it's just there to balance these two conflicting energies, to balance them out. Why conflicting? Because Lilith wants to stand up for herself and Cancer wants to give. So that's why it's a bit challenging. But every Scorpio loves a challenge every now and then. And with Jupiter there, it can really make you a very strong person with a very strong belief system. And it means, it reflects that it is needed. You need to have, at this very moment, a stronger belief system. And without not relying too much, actually, on other people's belief system. Not forcing them or battling against those people, but really battling for your own belief system. So that's it. For you Scorpios, wish you all the best with it. If you want to know more about that, check out the video. If you want the private consultation, check out another link that I will put below. And another thing, I teach astrology as from September as well on the internet. I am going to start that, a course of 8 classes. And so check out very quickly if you are interested, because I'm not going to I don't want bigger than 10 people, because otherwise it becomes it loses its quality. But I will do classes in the future as well, so let me know if you're interested. Thank you for watching, you Scorpios. Wish you all the best and see you next month.